What's up friends, Chook here, and welcome back to Monster Hunter World. Okay, apologies for the lack of videos recently. It's been a busy week or so for me. It was my birthday along with some other personal things I had to attend to. But we are back. Now, as you saw before this started, I did beat the Tempered Kirin. And we have now unlocked past HR50. And we are in fact, let's have a look. Guild card. We're HR65. So I think we got, with the XP that we had saved and everything, we got up to about HR57, I want to say. And then I have grown it up to 65 since. And I think last time we looked at our guild card, the Sword and Shield was our least used of the four weapons. I have fallen in love with it yet again. And it is now well and truly the most used. And the switch axe is lagging a little bit behind, as is the lance. The bow's still relatively up there, but the sword and shield has become my absolute favorite. And then probably bow, then lance, then switch axe, which is weird because I've always been a switch axe and well, I've always liked these four weapons, but the switch axe has always been my top one. Now it is sword and shield. Anyway, forgetting that, now that we have passed the HR cap of 50, basically all the story based things are done. Now it is just a farming grinding session to get all the parts you need and all the decorations and all that sort of stuff. So Luna's obviously changed her look and we have a lot of new gear as well, which is nice, and I'm currently working on a sword and shield set. So we can see if we go to here, I've got attack boost 6. I've almost got that to 7. I just need another attack boost, another attack gem. So that's just luck of the draw. But we have a handicraft level 5, which gives us weapon sharpness plus 50. So that makes all of our weapons that can, at least, go into white sharpness, which makes you do more damage. And it's just great. We have weakness exploit here. Attacks that hit weak spots have 50% increased affinity. So that's 50% increased crit, basically. So when we are hitting weak parts like heads, tails, all that sort of stuff, we're currently doing 55% chance to do crit, which is good. And these are just some stuff that I've slotted in for the moment because I'm just working on things and testing some stuff, really. So we don't get any set bonus for this, but I'm trying to get speed sharpening in there as well. I'm just looking for the decorations and gems and stuff. We also have unlocked quite a few of the equipment. So we got a Rocksteady Mantle. This thing kind of turns hunting into easy mode for about 90 seconds, eliminates damage reactions, prevents wind effects, protects your hearing, grants tremor resistance. You also receive less damage from attacks. Basically, you put it on and you Rocksteady. You just stand your ground and don't move and don't get hurt and don't get flung around and all that good stuff. You can see there, he just took that hit and just kept moving. We also got Fireproof Mantle, I think Apothecary Mantle, I think Immunity Mantle. I'm not sure if we had Affinity Booster last time, but we have that as well. So there's a few more mantles we're missing, but we have the majority of them. And this is the current gear that I'm using as well. But like I said, I'm just testing some stuff out at the moment. And we have the Blast Sword and Shield that I think we were using against the Kirin, if I remember rightly. Anyway, as I said, all of the story stuff is done. So now it is farm time. So daily videos of Monster Hunter World will probably cease to be a thing, purely because just farming up and grinding stuff is not that interesting to watch, fighting the same thing over and over and over again. So I'll probably put up videos when I'm hunting with some people, with some friends. So if we go to our squad really quickly, we can see Snunk, I'm assuming that's how you say it, Snunk maybe, is Joel from New Zealand. Gradbor is Sean from America. Weeb Hunter is Aaron from Melbourne. And then the other two are just some randoms that I met that were pretty cool. So if I'm hunting with them and we're on voice comms or whatever, I'll probably record some of that. And I will also, obviously, record any new DLC or events or anything cool like that that comes out. Speaking of which, at the time of recording this, tomorrow the Devil DLC comes out. So there will definitely be some Devil Joe videos coming up as well to look forward to. But for now, basic gist of what you do from here on is you grind and farm for your armor sets and weapons and all that sort of stuff. So we can see here in my wish list that I have all this stuff. So I need some Diora, Horn Plus, Diora Gem, Diora Gem, Diora Gem. I've been trying to fight him a lot. And here we need some Vaal Hazak stuff. So you can farm that up, or you can do... So a lot of the gems and stuff like that, it's easier to get if we go to investigation, for instance, like this one. If we were fighting the Palumu, which drops a Wyvern gem, which is why I've got that investigation there, because I don't need Palumu stuff. It's got 2 silver rewards and 2 gold rewards. That's how you get gems and stuff a lot easier. You'll very rarely get them from carving or capturing or something. It's like very low percentage. But for instance, a Wyvern gem from the Palumu, I think it's 13% for a silver reward and 16% for a gold reward, I think. But and for carving and stuff, it's like 1 or 2%. So if you can get an investigation with some silver and gold on there for the particular thing you want. So what's this one? This is a Teostra. So if I wanted a Teostra gem, you know, it might be 8% for silver and 11% for gold or something. I don't know off the top of my head, but that's definitely the better way of doing it. But after you've got all your gems, you got all that stuff, you go on to hunt tempered monsters, and particularly tempered elder dragons. And that's where you get your decorations from. So your decorations are your gems that you slot into your armor or weapons or whatever. So if we quickly go to here and we go not sell equipment, set decorations, current equipment, we can see here all of the decorations that I have in here. Now I've literally just started farming for decorations, so I don't have many. Hence I've got Flight Jewel, which is alright. Jumping attack power plus 10%. The Sword and Shield does do a lot of jumping attacks, so it's not too bad. Tenderizer Jewel, really good. That got me to 3 out of 3 weakness exploit, so that's awesome. Satiated Jewel, I don't really have much, so I just put this in here to so whenever I use an item, a food or drink item, I have a 25% chance of getting it for free. So it just cuts down on cost of making stuff. And Attack Jewel, I need one more, as I said, which I'll swap with that. Or that, if I get it, for this set at least, to get up to +7. But the big jewels, so if we go into here, if we go across to here, nope, it's not right. Hold on, here we go. Earplugs, level 3 jewels. These are what we want. So brace, all this sort of stuff. Evasion is good as well. I've got that in a set of mine as well. But you want like the bigger, better gems. You're more likely to get it dropped from a tempered Elder Dragon hunt. And if we see here, the tempered hunts are the ones with the purple rewards and the purple glow on the monster's icon. Anyway, I've rambled enough, catching you up and everything. Oh, one other thing is I've changed, ever so slightly changed my recording software, and I've also taken the brightness down in-game, because I've noticed, I don't really rewatch my videos because it's cringy watching yourself, right? But it's probably a good thing to do to check for quality and stuff. And I've noticed they've been a bit bright and some of the colors are washed out and stuff. So I've decreased the brightness a little bit and hopefully that will help. But in between doing that and changing my recording software, that's some settings in there, let me know if that's better or not. If it's worse, I'll just change everything back. But if it's better or it's not much of a difference or whatever, let me know either way. So what we'll do is, there's the captured Paloma over there actually, is we'll do a Tempered Elder Dragon quest. So we can show you basically what farming for gems and stuff is about. Now I need a lot of this guy, Kushala Daora stuff, and I need quite a bit of the Vaal Hazak as well. This has a time limit of 15 minutes. Pretty decent money actually, and we can faint 5 times, which is good, because Tempered Elder Dragons hurt, man. They hurt a lot. So we're going to give this one a go, and we will put the SOS flare and hope for people to come and help us, because there ain't much chance of us killing him in 15 minutes by ourselves, I don't think. But we'll see. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that that it will fill very, very quickly. Because to get the Tempered Elder Dragon investigations, they're quite hard to get. takes a while to get them. Like, you have to go and follow elder dragons around and collect their footsteps and stuff like that. There's probably quicker ways and guides out there to get quicker stuff, get it in a quicker way, but I haven't really bothered to look at it. I've just been doing my own thing. But basically, if you go to join a elder dragon hunt, a tempered elder dragon hunt, like, you can't get in because it's full, basically. So if you post your own and you put their SOS flare up there, majority of the time it fills up in no time. Okay, we will eat. I can't do any of this, which is... I've paid for it already. Okay, sure. We want elemental resist up, I guess. I can't be bothered, just for demonstration purposes, making my own custom food, because it takes a while and everything. So we'll just go with that. It's fine. I have made a new item loadout as well called Hard Shit, except it went over, it starred out my swear word. And this is pretty much everything I need for any tempered elder dragon, or just any hard hunt, really. It's got a bit of everything in there. Traps, even though that doesn't really help me. Oh no, wait, I thought the trap... No, traps are there. But if we go through it quickly, use this loadout. Yes, I was already using it, as it turns out. But we got our potions, a max potion if we die, or we don't have enough health from our food, which just happened. We got antidotes, we got nullberries, food, cold drinks in case we're in Elder's Recess, we got dash juice, we got big bombs, dung pods, flash pods, trank bombs to capture shit. We've got herbs and honey to make more potions if we need it, armor skin and demon drug to buff ourselves, empty files to make more coatings, all sorts of good stuff. But for now, let us depart. So, yeah, that was 12 minutes of catching up rambling. That won't happen every episode, obviously, but there was a bit to get through. So I apologize for taking a while to get through that, but it was kind of important. Okay, so we got 15 minutes. We need to get this done quick smart. I actually forgot to look at what Vaal Hazak is weak to, because I don't think it's Blast. Fire and Dragon. Okay. Let's quickly... See, there's people joining already. Let's quickly change this into a Dragon Sword. I've made this. I haven't used it yet. So we're going to give this one a go. Which is from the last boss. What does that do for our stats quickly? Yeah, we're still good. We got health boost on there. I don't know why that's there. I think I was testing something. Either way, we got a heap of shit. And we have a full team already, which is good. So we need to find this guy, and he should be down here. He usually is. When we find him, we'll put on all our buffs and stuff. But this is where, down here is where he lives. So, there he is. Right here. So let's ping that. And we'll wait for our friends. We'll put on our buffs. Don't. You jerk. So if I attack him now, which I can do, I effectively am going to be fighting a... No, don't mean to do that. I'm effectively going to be fighting a Vaal Hazak, tempered Vaal Hazak of 4 people, 4 hunters worth of stats by myself. So we'll wait until other people get here. So you can hear that ding 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 going off. That's the Rocksteady Mantle basically absorbing damage that it would have otherwise taken from his little cloud and everything. So that still went off. I should have taken cleansing booster instead of health booster, but I didn't. you see there, like, we got hit, and it didn't hurt anywhere near as much as what it should have. So, the Rocksteady Mantle is pretty awesome. Oh, we're getting destroyed. Okay, quickly drink a potion. Okay, we're good. And Rocksteady is about to finish soon, so let's get in here and use it as much as we can. We should also change to our flash pods. Should get him out fairly soon. There we go. So I've learnt the trick to the Elder Dragons is flash pods. Flash pods are very, very useful because you can effectively kind of trap and stun the Elder Dragon. So Elder Dragons don't fall into the shock traps or the pitfall traps, right? But as soon as they take flight or do anything, you just flash pod them, and they drop back down on the ground. You can get 3 hits on them, just like this. Everyone's going for the face, so we're getting tripped there. We'll come back here and help. We're not really getting our hits on the critical parts if we're hitting his legs, so our weakness exploit isn't really working as effectively. Oh, that's a really bad angle. But if we're getting tripped, we're doing no damage, so it's better to do a little bit less damage than no damage, right? And the awesome thing about the Sword and Shield, the thing that I've been loving is for the Elder Dragons, and like I was just mentioning, with the flash pods, particularly, is that you can use your slinger with your sword and shield out, as you can use any item with your sword and shield out. So if you need to get a quick flash pod out or a quick anything really, you can do it while you're still fighting, and it's a lot easier than if you're any other weapon type. You're like, oh crap, I need to sheath so I can do this, flash pod or whatever. Sword and shield, you just do it. Okay, we've got 5 feints, so 1 feint isn't that bad. Let's get out of here, because he's about to do his big fart juice. There it is. That can one-shot you, I've learnt. Someone's not knocked him over, my bad. Okay, we got the floozy, whatever, influenza is what I've been calling it. And having had influenza a few years ago, I can tell you it's not fun. Okay, so the only thing with the sword and shield that's not the best, like I absolutely love it, man, and I always have, is that it goes through sharpness like crazy, which is why I'm trying to fit speed sharpening into this set. Investigation added, perfect. Because you lose sharpness very quickly, right? So at the moment we're in white, and you'll see that it will go down to blue very, very quickly. And then for blue to green, oh, that's another one-shot move. As demonstrated there, I thought that was, it goes like that and then it comes back. I thought I walked up on the it comes back one. Turns out I walked up on the first one. So, yeah, completely full health, one-shot. Tempered Elder Dragons do not fuck around. But that was my fault. I was talking and wasn't really paying attention. But still, no excuses. That was dumb. I was literally explaining it. I fucking fell for it. You see there the flash pod when he was loading up his big influenza move. But yeah, what I was saying about the speed sharpening is How many we got left? 2. Okay. Hopefully it's enough. Oh shit. No, dude, fuck off. Leave me alone. Health booster, quick. Nullberry, quick. Nullberry, quick. Vitality plant, quick. Yeah, we're good. Is that because you lose your sharpening, your sharpness so quick? If you have speed sharpening, you can just quickly sharpen while in a fight. Usually, you have to wait till the monster pisses off, right? So that you can get a sharpening done. But with speed sharpening, you can kind of do it on the fly. Because if you have 3 out of 3 speed sharpening, instead of it taking like 4 or 5 sharpens, it only takes like 1 or 2. It's a hell of a lot quicker. You doing your big one shot? What are you doing? No, you're just having a rest. Okay, here's the one shot. Nope. Clearly, I don't know the tells. Oh, that doesn't look good. That's the one shot. Doink. Get him out of that. I tell you, man, flash pods. Flash pods is where it's at. For Elder Dragons, at least. And basically for everything. No. Oh, fuck. This may not be good, depending on what he does next. Okay, he's having a roar. I'm okay with him having a roar. He's leaving. Okay, I'm okay with him doing that as well. We are running out of time, though, which is not brilliant. We've got 4 Mega Potions left, but we can craft more. Let's quickly do that. Done. Which is why I've made my hard shit, item loadout, so I can do exactly that. What I should add to it, which I don't know why I haven't, is some flash bugs, so I can make more flash bombs on the go. That's an absolute brilliant idea. I don't know why I haven't done that. Is that Rocksteady Mantle ready? Where the frig is it? No, it's still got a while to go. See, they're trying to get mounts as well. Man, I should have bought Cleanser Booster. Would have been much better. Okay, we got him out. That's good. I'm going to put my Mega Bombs down when he goes down. 1, 2, hit it. Good job. Did some free damage. Usually you wait until they sleep to do that. But we're going to run out of time, so I thought I'd do it quickly. Okay, there's not much point in trying to mount anymore because the mount threshold damage will be too high for the time limit left. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah. Apparently we're the only ones using flash bombs, which is not great. If you have a full team using flash bombs, you can just lock them down, as I mentioned before. But it seems like we're the only one doing it, which is a bit unfortunate. Alright, so we're into blue sharpness. That actually took longer than I thought, which is good. But you can see here, just going nuts on the monster. Like, we've been ducking and dodging and stuff. We're almost into green already, just from going absolutely spastic on this thing. So that's where speed sharpening comes in. Super handy, if you have it, that is. So we're going to see if we can get a sharpen off. Yes, we can, because he's paralyzed. We have 1 into speed sharpening, so that's already quicker. I don't have flash bombs, so I can't not make that happen. This would have gone a lot smoother had our team had flash bombs as well. Okay, our Rocksteady Mantle's ready. Let's put that on. And now we just got to go balls to the wall damage to get this done, because we are running out of time. Oh shit, he's hurting a lot there. Time is going to be... Oh, there we go. Good. We got it done. Oh, that was rough. So as you can see, Tempered Elder Dragons don't mess around. If you do it... so this had 5 carts, 5 feints, because it was only 15 minutes long. But if you do one that's like a 50-minute long one, you'll only have 3 carts, in which case we would have failed. So that's why I chose this one to showcase the Tempered Elder Dragon thing, because I thought with 4 people, 15 minutes shouldn't be that hard, hopefully, and it turns out we did it fine. Almost ran out of time, but it's alright. But the 3 feint would have been irritating to do that and have a 3 feint and the video would be crap because we didn't get to finish the hunt. Which has happened quite a bit, and if you watch my Kirin hunt, the Tempered Kirin hunt, you can see that one of them lasted 28 seconds, and there was 3 feints within 28 seconds, so yeah. It's pretty hard, and not a bad screenshot either, actually. So let's take that. And this is where it gets interesting. So we get our normal rewards, whatever. We get Gleaming Seamstone, and some like hard armor spheres and all of this stuff. And then we get our rewards. A Worn Face Stone, a Sullied Streamstone, and a Worn Face Stone. So we will appraise them and see what we get. So we got Physique Jewel 2, enhances Constitution skill. We got a Warrior's Streamstone Hammer, which I already have 2 of. I keep getting the hammer ones and the great and longsword ones. I'm not getting any of for the weapons that I use. But this is used to bring out hidden power in hammers and hunting horns. And Brace Jewel 3, a decoration that enhances flinch-free skill. We already have one of them, so if we put 2 of those, if we have a set that has 2 3-slot gems in it, we could put 2 of them in and almost get a full flinch-free just from gemming, which is cool. So we'll take them. Hunter rank goes up a little bit. And what did we get? We got Tool Specialist and Support All-Star. And the other dude got some Shiny Collector and Slinger Sniper, so not bad. So a lot of the time I do these Tempered Elder Dragon hunts solo. Purely because if you make and the Kirin one was a perfect example. If you make a mistake, it's on you. Whereas if you go into a group hunt and you've got 3 people in there that are amazing and doing everything right, and you die 3 times, you feel really bad. Like, you feel really bad because you're like, oh man, I just failed this quest for everybody. Or alternatively, you could be in there, and this happened to me yesterday. I was fighting a Tempered Kusha Deora, or whatever it was, and it had, I think it was 3 silver and 2 gold rewards. I'll see if I've still got the quest. Because I needed its gem. No, I've used it all. I think it was like that, but it had, instead of, I think it had 5. Maybe it was 4. Oh, wait, it might be this. No, it's capture. It might have been this. It might have been 2 silver and 2 gold. I thought it had 5, but maybe it didn't. Anyway, it was a single feint. 1 feint was the failure condition. And this other dude joined me. And we got it to where it was sleeping. And so it was almost dead. And he didn't bring any flash bombs or any large barrel bombs or anything. And right at the end, it must have had a few hits left. He died, failed the quest. I was so pissed off because I was like, man, we've been hunting this thing for like 30 minutes, the 2 of us. Yeah, so that's the way it goes. So at the moment, I'm doing a lot of these solo, but when I do it in a group, I just make sure that I try not to die as often as possible. So me dying to that one-shot breath before was a bit funny because I was talking about how brutal it can be, and then I just walked straight into it. We'll receive Adam's guild card because why not? And yeah, that's pretty much it. So a lot of it from now on is doing that over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So if you're trying to get, so that Vaal Hazak, right? Say you're trying to get Vaal Hazak items for your gear. So we need a Vaal Hazak gem and 6 of his talents to make this lance. Doing the tempered Elder Dragon fights, not a good idea. If you're looking for actual gear, like monster parts, I should say, you're much better off doing a normal investigation. So like this. Oh no, it is this one. Faint one time. Or maybe it's a different one. It doesn't matter. But it was similar, if not this one. Faint one time, max players 2. So it probably was this. But it's much better doing this. So if you need the Kusha Deora parts, this is the way to go, because not only will you get the carve and all the rest of it, but you'll also get a bronze, silver, and 2 gold rewards out of it. And as I mentioned before, if you're trying to get gems and things like that, getting them from the silver and gold rewards is a hell of a lot better than fighting them over and over and over and over and over again, hoping to get them in carves. So if we go to this one, which is, I think this is the one we just did, you can see that the rewards are 3 purple, which is going to be your gems and whatnot, and not the gold or silver where you're going to get gems and stuff. So that's a pretty important distinction to make. Going for monster parts, do normal investigations. Going for gems and things, do the tempered investigations. And that goes for other things as well, like this tempered Anjanath and tempered fish and Anjanath. If you need their parts, normal investigations are the way to go. Now, touching on quickly, we got those gleamstones and everything. We got the hammer one, the warrior hammer gem. I'll quickly showcase what that does. If we go to the workshop. We have a chat to the old smithy. We can go augment equipment. So you can only augment equipment that is weapons-wise. Might even be armor-wise as well. No, it's not armor-wise. It's just weapon-wise. If it is the final form of that weapon. So, for instance, this terrestrial emblem is rarity 8. It is the final... Well, let's go with this, right? So if we go upgrade equipment. We can't do it. Thunderbolt sword. Okay, so we can't augment this Thunderbolt sword because it's not the final form, right? So if we got another 5 Kirin Zero Horns, we could then augment it. So you can see here, no augments. On the right now, there's 2. And depending on what rarity the gear is as well, depends on how many augments you can have. So rarity 8 will have 1, rarity 7 will have 2, rarity 6 will have 3. So for this Anjanath sword, for instance, it is rarity 7, so it has 2. For this lightning sword, it is rarity 6, so it has 3. So it's a way of buffing lesser weapons to make up for the strength of the higher rarities, effectively. So we can see here that I've got the final version of the Nergigante Sword and Shield, which only has the 1 augment because it is rarity 8. So if we go to augment, Tyrus' emblem, we don't have a Sword and Shield Warrior Stone, so we can't actually augment this. See, we need Heroic Streamstone Blade, which we do not have, as well as some other gear. But you can give it a slot upgrade, so you give it another slot. You can put health regen on it, defense increase, affinity / crit increase, more attack, etc. So depending on what weapon you're using, so Sword and Shield, the attack increase may not be that much worth it because you don't hit for much, but you hit quickly. So the affinity is probably more likely to be the better way to go. Whereas if you're using like a greatsword or something, then attack might be better. That type of thing. As for armor, you can use just the normal gleaming streamstones that you get, as well as Elder Dragon Bones. I think it's the same for everything. Yes, it is. To take the upgrade limit removal off. so that you can, at the moment, we've got defense level 4 on this. Defense level is 70. So if we took the upgrade limit off this, we could put our defense up to maybe 80 or something. And that's what you can do for armor. So the only streamstone things that I have, the warrior ones I have, is for hammers and greatsword and longswords, none of which I have maxed out. But if I did, I could use them and equip and augment them that way. Either way, hopefully that was all informative and it helped. It was a bit of a rant at the start and the end of this episode. I do apologize for that, but there was things to get through, as I mentioned. So from here, as I also mentioned, will probably be update videos when new DLC or new events or something cool happens, and I will put some group hunts in with voice cons and stuff with some friends when we're just like messing around and having a good time and stuff as well. Otherwise, there will just be intermittent Monster Hunter World videos for the moment, and we will focus on a playthrough of something else in the interim. Well, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.